spot. And if you're found not to be in compliance, then there will be a heavy fine of $75,000 being levied for not having your tint in compliance. In the amendment, we will outline the regime and on which how we're going to execute the compliance. We will outline the categories of persons that will be exempt from the thing which I've already.
Guyanese brothers and sisters, the government of Guyana, the People's Progressive Party, Civic/One Guyana government, I would have been telling you these people's ultimate agenda is to completely suppress you and completely subject you under them. And they're going to continue to tread upon your rights and tread upon your freedom, tread upon your quality of life if you guys do not stand up. Now, this is what I'm saying. Who are these people that they get to have their children out of the sun with tint? We would have no problem. If these people would have said, well, it's crossed the board and they're not exempted, why should they be exempted? Why should their children be exempted? Why should they be able to ride around in comfort with impunity in this country? And you guys have to subject yourself to 35% and then a harsh $75,000 fine if you're not in compliance with burning up your children in the hot sun with 35% tint, which is just basically like a little clear plastic. What are these people speaking about, Guyanese people? What is wrong with you? Minister Onage Waldron, there are more important issues in this country that people need to be fined for. Not for trying to get comfortable in their cars. You said it yourself. Tint on a car has no correlation with crime. People that want to do crime, they're going to do crime. And you know it's rich to me? That good, upstanding, consistent, disciplined, committed Guyanese people that man these ministries, that has garnered these ministers the millions of dollars that they continue to get out of our country base. They want to subject you to poor quality of life than they're having. Just imagine they can have their children behind the tint. They can ride around cool in their cars and they don't even have to buy it. The state buys it for them. But you guys who saving are breaking your back to afford a little transportation. When you get it, you can't ride in comfort now. Just imagine $75,000 fine these people attaching to you having to burn up in the sun. So then who's the next special list of people, Miss Waldron? So you get to get tint, Miss Waldron. You get to ride around behind the tint vehicle. You get to ride around with tint. If everybody's business is going to be exposed, you are trying to cut down crime, you want us to believe that nobody in the government don't commit crime, Miss Waldron. So you guys get to get privacy behind the tint. But the Guyanese upstanding people that have never been convicted of a crime, never committed crimes on paper, those are the people that you got to invade the privacy you got to see in their cars. So our president that had 19 fraud charges, he gets to ride around with tint. He gets to ride around with full protection from the UV rays and from the sun. He gets the tint. The vice president, who Vice News and Miss Isabel Young came into this country and did a deep investigation and found out various corruption within your government. They get to get the tint, Miss Waldron. Your minister, Mr. Dharamlal, that would have been accused of essay on a minor, well, we know that case, it could disappear easily. But he gets to ride around behind the tint, Miss Waldron. The by Guyanese critic, he's going to get to ride around behind the tint. He might be among the special groups of people that you're speaking about that will be able to drive around without the tint. Guyanese brothers and sisters, I do not see how removing tint from our cars and them allowing themselves to use it is setting a good precedent. These people are clearly showing you that they're separating themselves from you. They are better, they are different, they are special. Them and their friends and their family and the children and the grandchildren and everybody who closely associated with them, they're going to make sure that their people get to ride around in comfort. And the permits, you're going to see that only their one Guyana people are going to get the permits, people that are close to them. People that helping them to advance their agenda. This suppression, marginalization, apartheid agenda. These are the people that they're going to want to ride in comfort. I'm telling you guys, this government is hell-bent on taking away everything from you. The same way they're selling out the country. And the same way they're selling out everything to the non-nationals in this country. Miss Onage Waldron, There's a bunch of undocumented Venezuelans and other people from other countries in Guyana. Why don't you attack this, Miss Waldron? Why don't you attack securing our borders, investing money into securing our borders, Miss Waldron? Why don't you find the internationals? Why don't you find Bosai Mining for breaking up our roads in Linden with these heavy trucks that they got traversing all the time? Why won't you find the big companies and the big corporations that have these big trucks that damaging all our roads? Why don't you find them for that? Why don't you find the contractors that the government give contracts that have surpassed multiple deadlines and are unable to complete their contracts in a time frame that matches the agreement that they signed to? Why won't you find these people? You're trying to find Guyanese that are already struggling. Some of us to buy a car, second, third hand, and just trying to, put some tint on it so we out of the sun. You want to subject Guyanese people, PPP. And you can't say anything. And Guyanese people, I'm telling you, this is a big backward, stupid law. Once they're exempted, it's backward, it's stupid, and it's partial. This just shows clearly, brothers and sisters, One Guyana believes that they're better than you. And they believe anybody that helped them to advance their agenda is better than you. And if you don't try to advance their agenda, they are going to find every single way to take every comfort from you until you become subjected to them and you bow and you kiss the ring. Something as simple as tint on your window. The tint on your window, your side window, not your front screen. They want to be in your house, in your yard, in your business, in everything, except helping you to develop as a person. This is nonsense. And Guyanese brothers and sisters, I don't see why you guys should accept this from them. Why should they have a waiver for them? Why should they have special treatment? If they're trying to set a precedent that tint is not good for the country, and you want to preach transparency and people should be able to see in our cars, they should be able to see in yours, Miss Waldron and Barrett Jack Dio and President Ali, because you guys are public servants as well. You guys are supposed to be the epitome of transparency and accountability. In other countries, Canada and these places, it's across the board to tint. The ministers and so on, they're not driving around with tint. And I would argue many government vehicles are used to do crime. And it's because they are going to be on the waiver, they have the tint, and they have a no search policy. Now, with all the different crimes, amongst many alleged crimes, amongst many of the people that are close to your party, you are saying that your people, your special people, your different category of people who you are saying are going to get a waiver and they're going to get an exemption for tint, they deserve to ride in comfort more than the hard-working Guyanese people that dedicate ourselves, saved and sacrificed to buy our transportation. They deserve to ride in comfort more than those people? Man, this don't make any sense, Guyanese brothers and sisters. Why y'all allow these people to do these things to you? And do these things to your children? Your children are seeing this. You're going to see many of the PPP lucky and the slacktivists and the sycophants are going to be driving around with dark 5% tint. And it's because of the tropics. And because we have our valuables to protect in our cars. Our tint protects our upholstery in our cars. And you guys are going to see they're going to have their people riding around with tint if you guys just accept it. Just allow them to rip off your tint and fine you 75,000 while they get to do exactly what they're fining you for. Guyanese brothers and sisters, make this make sense. Leave your thoughts in comments. I am waiting to see where this is going to go, because I don't think my Guyanese brothers and sisters are going to just sit and allow the PPP to basically show you that they're different and they're special and they're better than you when they're supposed to be working for you. This is an Eternity Enterprise presentation. Y'all stay safe.